Hey Drake, welcome back. Welcome. We are playing Phoenix Rising. Very, very different mod from Remake. Very different. I'm really tempted to get this here. I don't think we need to though. Oh my god, I can't wait till this Praetor is done. We seriously need some more stuff. Right, let's do some more looking around. I actually think we can take that fleet. That fleet is not that big. This fleet... Oh, they actually got Mon Cal cruisers there now?
Training truce.
Wait, hang on. Why on earth am I doing research here when I can do it here? That is so silly. Because here it's cheaper and it costs less less time. Okay, so we can definitely take this fleet here. Yeah, let's just do that. Meanwhile, I can build some of these here. I actually kind of want to do the research first, though. Let's see. Can I do the research here? No. I need to get rid of one of these star bases, or maybe get a level 4 shipyard. Probably should get a level 4 shipyard so I can research the heavier units here. But first, let's actually get these planets. Okay, so we're getting 6,000 here. Let me do some eco stuff first. I don't really think we need the defense, to be honest with you. If I could get more money, I would, but I don't need any of this. Hey, Black Force, welcome. Yeah, this mod is on ModDB, but I would recommend getting it from the Steam Workshop, because Bob himself said that is probably a better idea. What are these? Bombers.
Yes.
Let's see. You can be 2.
Form up. Awaiting orders.
And all the warships can be 1. So this is the Devastator. Which apparently has powered engines. I don't think this actually has rotating turrets at all.
What is it?
Form up. Awaiting orders. Copy. Engines activated. Reporting. Lander reporting.
What's the difference between these?
Active.
Nothing.
Yes, sir.
Good to know.
Yes, Commander. Ready.
That reminds me, I still have to integrate the... Oh yeah, we're gonna just drive through this.
He lies with me.
But you need to really get in there.
What is your directive?
I think I'm just going to send the warships forward. The fact that everything is so tanky means that when you have heavy warships like this, you can just literally send them in and they'll never die. Well, not never die, but rarely die. You're not at threat of losing them so quickly. Orbital shipyard level 1, orbital shipyard level 3.
Frigate here. Weapons online.
Wow, they're still spawning
Weapons
fighters.
charged. Frequency open. Forward.
Alright, Venator 1.
You may dispense with the pleasantries.
Moving. Right away.
You move there. That should allow both of your weapons to fire.
What now?
I'm not sure why you are not just moving normally.
I am ready.
I think I'm just gonna activate this.
Maximum fire.
Do not fail me. All too easy. Yes.
Awaiting orders.
Wow, how many fighters do these things spawn?
Attack formation.
I think I'm just gonna attack move everything in here because there's so much to do here. I think I'm just going to micro the warships and that'll be the end of that. Hey, Starman6055 has followed. Thank you very much for the follow, good sir. Much appreciated. Let's see. Does anyone know how to fix? For I have a. I have no idea what you're talking about, Mast. If there are performance issues with this mod, I do suggest you take it up with the Phoenix Rising team. They probably have a Discord server where you can ask all about it. Ton Fel carriers have the ability to repair, so theoretically, with support, they will never die. Well, what I know from those, they also have a lot of, or not a lot of weapons, so they wouldn't be necessarily all that useful. Blaster, laser, and torpedoes. Okay. Sure, just attack you. I must say, the Devastator is kind of underwhelming in terms of damage it's dealing. It's also not moving. Everything is just close together. This is a massive clusterfuck. So what is this thing firing at? Is it firing everything at that Venator? Because it's really not dying all that quickly, is it? I think everything is firing either at that or at some other target. And with other target, I mean not fighters, which is of course what we want here. Still don't know why you have to actually move sideways to attack something. That's really crazy. Same for you. So how about we I'm not even sure why I have this guy here. No. A lot of stuff is dying right here. Our stuff, thankfully, is not. Actually, our acclimator is taking quite a bit of damage. This is unfortunate. Let me just set everything back to Hans. The IPV should be doing a decent job covering. I think they are. But their acclimator is dying anyway. I'd like to save that if at all possible. I'm not too worried though. If it does get lost, we do have enough firepower here to complete the mission. I think I'm just gonna move the warships up. If they can find a path forward, that is. The last ship looks like a Battlestar. Where? Oh, that thing. Yeah, that is the space colony. This is basically your central starbase. From this, you can build units like shipyards, which are these, for example. This is a level 2 shipyard. This is a level 1 shipyard. And they will then allow you to construct ships. It's quite an interesting system, because first, once you actually get a planet, and you acquire it, right? You first have to start with a level 1 space colony. That's what you can build first. That will then unlock things like a level 1 starbase. If you upgrade it to level 2, it will unlock things such as orbital defense platforms and economy buildings. Also very, very useful. It's a very interesting system, to be fair. Alright, so can you now start maybe moving a little faster? Every ship in this mod is so damn slow. It's really, really bad. Everything is slow. You know what? I bet you we are doing so well because we have this guy which gives us like 50% shield combat bonus. I mean, once we take down the space colony, we should be able to auto-resolve to kill all of this. Because if we have to move all of our ships around this entire map to kill all this shit, that's going to take forever. What's this? Modular conveyor. How many credits do these give you? Ah.
Where'd he come from?
Oh yeah. Now these are some weapons. Lots of... yeah, now we're getting firepower.
Now you will know true suffering.
Cruiser reporting. Awaiting your command. Barrage that area. Engaging. All fire to that target.
It's still taking quite a bit of damage though.
He won't be around much longer. Regroup.
Alright, so that one is done. These guys are getting shredded. Ideally, I would move the Devastator up. It is fairly slow, however.
Or die.
Oh, wow. Ancient 4. Subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, man. 2 months in a row, even. Damn. Thanks, bro. Give Dev Build a riot. The Dev Build will be coming up in 3 days. So, you'll be getting it in 3 days. Well, I mean, the patrons are getting it in 3 days. Which I think you are, so don't worry. You'll get it. And let me write that down on the board for you. And of course, welcome to the War Council. Let's see. Ancient 4.
I got him. I've got him. Commander, they're hitting us.
There you go, good sir. Thank you very much for supporting. That is, of course, very much appreciated. Keeps me doing what I'm doing. Keeps the lights on. All that good stuff. Let's see. Oh, you mean the... Right, the... Let's see, do we still have that? I think we do. Right, there we go. Yeah, this is the Corellian Interdictor. It's basically a... Well, it's a pretty bad ship, actually. But it does have the interdiction ability, so I wouldn't actually mind if they jumped away.
What is your directive?
Is this thing still not dead? Nope.
Holding for maximum firepower.
It is useless to resist.
Let's just get rid of this, the space colony, and then we should be doing fine.
He won't be around much longer. Under control.
I resent you an older PM I had sent before with the plan I had made up similar to that. But at the time I thought we were getting the shipyard from Beta. Alright, I will look at that after the stream. Remember when Beta didn't vanish? Yeah, that was sad, man. He's a really talented guy.
Your position.
Really talented guy. Sad to see him. Sad to see him go. He is still around somewhat, but he's dealing with some stuff right now, and he can't do any modding anymore. Again, really sad. Okay, let's just auto-resolve that. Also, of course, sad for all the content that he was working on that didn't end up getting sent through. There's even some completed stuff he had that. Oh my god, look at all that shit.
Battleship here.
But oh my god, is that our... Yes! Oh, I want to test that. First, ISD or SSD research. PR Empire GC4. First, we get rid of that planet. The ground forces. Then, we test out our Praetor. Or do we test out our Praetor right away? I kind of want to test it out right away. Let me catch up with chat a little bit. Had the Starbase, Interior Shipyard, Trade Depot, Starport, and PopCap. The AI is so dumb. Yes, it kind of is. Yeah, I'll read that message after the stream, Nico. Definitely will. It's an AI from well, I mean, even in 2006, it was kind of dumb. Even for that time, it was fairly bad. The AI in Empire at War really was never much to write home about. Thankfully, a lot has been done to improve it. Phoenix Rising, I believe, particularly is one of the most AI change heavy mods that exist, aside from mods like Thrawn's Revenge, of course. Thrawn's Revenge, also extensive in the AI overhaul. You won't be able to build it. Well, I mean, he's kind of right. That kind of pains me, though. You are sadly correct. I will not be able to build that. It costs 600,000 credits, which is a lot. That's going to take us a lot of time to save up. Almost as long as that it takes this save file to create. Nothing quite takes that long, though. You're alright, though. Let's get rid of this research. How long would this research even take? Either the research or the ship takes 20 months. I don't even know which one it is. I'd love to upgrade to Praetor 2, but that's just a little bit too expensive. Secular 1. Now I do... Wow, that thing is a fucking massive carrier. I'll be honest with you, I kind of want a Secular. As much as the super firepower increase of the Praetor is nice, I'd have to build a new Praetor. So let's just do this. Actually, does this even do anything? Navy officer. It doesn't tell me that he does anything, which is really frustrating.
Your handling of Imperial funds is admirable.
What? Stockpile credits. Unfortunately, we need to hold a larger surplus in reserve if we are to succeed. Save your credits to receive a bonus. 5 8080s? I will do that. Yes, sir. Alright, now let's connect these planets up. There we go. Okay. We're about to attack there. Right, now I can finally build more of these. Our 8080 research is going. Our shipyard is going. We are still not building any Star Destroyers over Kuat. This is kind of bad, but we're spending a lot of money on other things right now. You want to see a Secular in action after working on one for so long? Yes. We are this close to getting our Secular in game. Oh, so close.
Battleship here. Weapons online.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have high hopes for this ship. I have very high hopes for this ship.
Weapons charged.
It's a nice model too. I think this is the Thrawn's Revenge model. Wow. Farseer could have made those engines. 8-sided. It's like, oh, trigger. I see 8-sided cylinder engines. I am triggered. And firepower. Wreck that thing. Now, the good thing about having a ship like this is that you can simply engage from long range, right? Wow, this is a lot of damage. Okay, so 40 dual turbo lasers, 90 normal turbo lasers, and 120 turbo ion cannons. I think they're just ion cannons. I'm not sure what the difference is. I don't think I need the UI since this thing only has a tractor beam. Wow, this is a lot of damage.
Forward.
What are your orders? Transmit orders. At your command.
I copy.
Now, of course, you do have to completely kill the ship, because if you don't entirely kill the ship, any damage you deal is completely useless. Which is what I don't quite like about not having the hardpoint system.
We're in attack range.
Okay, so this should still be able to... Why can't we kill this? Alright, the broadside is barely not able to hit that. Okay, now it is. Good. Now hit that. A lot of the weapons seem to be in the trench, which can't obviously fire if the enemy is above you. So we definitely have to take care of that. Because we can't be losing firepower to issues like that. Okay, so these are just a bunch of noobs.
We're heading out.
I think we can move forward. Yeah, see, now they're simply attacking starfighters because the trench only faces that. We definitely have to make sure that that is not any issue.
Target.
So let's try to kill you. It's the ship that takes that long to build. The research is a bit less time consuming. Oh, okay, that's good. Because you know that does take a fuck ton of time. Holy shit, look. This thing is taking like no damage. These shields might even regenerate as fast as that these guys can damage it. This is kind of an obscene amount of firepower, has to be said. Is that Farseer's model? Might be Farseer's model. Do enjoy that one. Actually added the Elixir dungeon ship to the Patreon build poll, where patrons can vote on what ship we're going to build next month. This month it's going to be the Tyrant. It has barely won the poll. How long does it take us to kill one of these? Not all that long, I assume. Oh no, it's just death. But yeah, I did add the Lictor dungeon ship to the build polls as well. People weren't that interested in it. They were particularly interested in two things. One, the K-Wing, the absolute meme wing that I put in there. I did not expect that to ever get as far as it did, but people were like, you put a K-Wing on that pole, bro? I want to see a fucking K-Wing. And I was like, why? Why? Nobody needs to see a K-Wing in the remake mod. But anyway. So that got up quite high. And then there was, of course, the Tyrant missile cruiser, which is the Republic super heavy missile platform, which is what eventually won the build poll. I'm actually going to send my starfighters out to hunt and hunt. And then we're going right back without the UI. Battleship size ships are a lot of fun. My favorite one is the MC-80 Independence. I don't think I'll be able to try that one out in the Empire campaign, I'm afraid. The Tyrant is basically an upscaled victory, right? Well, yeah. A lot higher focus on long-range missiles. It was definitely not meant for direct engagements, but more of like a super artillery ship. With a fuck ton of missiles. I can't wait to start building that, because once we get that thing in game and the barrage that thing is gonna have, it's gonna be pretty good. That I can promise you. So you're telling me the firepower of this thing actually upgrades to double? That'd be fucking insane. I mean, it already does so much damage compared to everything else. Like, let's watch this thing just die. I mean, that is obscenely fast for this mod. What does a Lictor dungeon ship actually have? Turbo lasers. Okay, so just turbo lasers then. I mean, that's not that great, but... I mean, our shields are slowly draining. Is this a 2 or is this a 1? That is a 2. Good thing that it is slow as shit and that it's not actually getting into range at all. God, these invincible classes are so useless. Just outrange them and they can do nothing. They're so bad.
Open fire.
Absolutely worthless. Norian Gaming, of course they want the K-Wing. It's the A-10 of the Star Wars Gal. Yes! It's like, but the Rebellion does not need any more powerful bombers. The Y-Wing, the B-Wing, these are good fighters. And they have access to all sorts of other shit, like the ARC 170. Like, you don't need something with, like, torpedoes, missiles, turbo lasers, laser cannons. Hell, it surprised me that they don't have ion cannons as well. Like, you don't need more firepower, guys. The Rebellion has good units. Good bombers. They're solid. They're powerful. I mean, why would I move forward when... Oh, okay. So now it actually starts firing the missiles. So let's just start focus firing on this thing entirely.
Preparing for combat.
I don't know why I keep clicking on it. Hey Timers, welcome to the stream. Haven't seen you here before. This is the stream where we do modding, we do gaming, a little bit of everything, mostly Star Wars oriented. I am the Dutchman, author of the Empire at War remake mod.
Moving to attack position.
Which is a mod for the Star Wars RTS Empire at War. Fairly popular one. Empire at War, of course, has pretty much always remained fairly popular. Even when it is this old. And it is old. It is old. We're currently playing a different mod for the game, though. This is Phoenix Rising.
Copy. Ready go. Bombers go ready. Engines activated.
And timers has followed. Why, thank you, sir. Much appreciated, of course.
Vector set.
Oh,
Approaching new
that
course.
shit ship is down. I love it. These Invincibles, man, they are so pointless. I mean, these missiles are doing a fair bit of damage, but our overall health pool is so large that... I mean, how much HP do we actually have? 400,000. And 100,000... Oh my... This is just obscene how much HP this ship has. I'm gonna just start moving forward because there's no way they can stop me. But yeah, we are currently playing Phoenix Rising, which has just released. It's been a long time in the making. It's a very script and unit heavy mod. There's a lot you can do here. A lot of gameplay changes. Very interesting, actually. I'm actually thinking about using some in Remake as well. Because that like whole colony thing, that is fairly unique and very interesting. I like that a lot. Yeah, it has dual heavy turbo lasers, but the upgrade gives them quads. I mean, does it need them though? Maybe not entirely, but I mean, I'll take it. What's the length of the Tyrant? I don't know. It's about like 3? No? I actually don't know the length of the ship. Why don't I give the Enterprise 66 asks, why don't you have the Interdictor cruiser in Remake? Well, Interdictors, as well as all electronic warfare ships, you know, missile jammers, gravity well generators, are very, very strong. And I'm of the opinion that abilities like that should cost a lot of money. Or they should be heavily locked. You know what? Let me just do this while I talk a bit about this. Missile shields in particular are very strong, especially against factions that heavily rely on proton torpedoes. For example, the Rebellion. With the MC-30s, all of their very powerful bomber units. These are very reliant on torpedoes and missiles, and as such, missile shields are very powerful against them. As such, I don't want a cheap unit like the Immobilizer 418. If we had one, that would be a very cheap way to completely negate the effectiveness of bombers. And I think that's just too powerful to simply have in a unit that you can cheaply build. The only one available to the Empire right now is the Dominator class, which is very high tier. I think it's Tech 5 with a level either 4 or 5 star base. It's very expensive in terms of money and population capacity. And that's the trade-off. Having a small frigate that does the same would be very powerful. And I'm not comfortable giving the Empire such a powerful unit.
We're in attack range.
So if I just attack a bunch of bombers, how long does it take this ship to take out a bunch of bombers?
Enemy target sighted.
Are you ever actually going to be able to kill these? Apparently not. Let's just focus on that then. Let's see. Sanguinius. I did lose a 10-2 fight between my fighters and rebel fighters. Can confirm they don't need better runners. No, they really don't. They really don't. Not to say that the Empire doesn't have powerful fighters, mind you. Remember, TIE Hunter, TIE Interceptor, not TIE Interceptor, TIE Defender. Hell, even the TIE Phantom is very, very solid.
Fallout. I got one.
Right, let's get in the range of that as well. On the top of K-Wing, it's in Phoenix Rising. Oh god. Though it's literally at the end of the tech tree. Well, that's good to hear. That means I won't be seeing those anytime soon, hopefully. The hell are those? Light freighter. Don't think light freighters are gonna cut it here. It's good to see that we won't hear. It's good to hear that we won't see those anytime soon. That would be a problem. The Immobilizer 418 doesn't serve a different purpose from the already existing Dominator. Exactly, it's also another point why I don't want it. Could be a cheaper, more vulnerable alternative. Well, it would have to be extremely vulnerable, like very, very low health. Well, you can't target that thing yet? No, apparently the turbo lasers are too low range. Just attack that thing then. Actually, it's falling quite quickly. Let's just move through. Oh shit, there's a starbase here. That's my starbase. What? Okay.
Engines activated.
Well, I mean, I guess we can quickly snipe that and then drive through to there. I do enjoy the fact that this thing has this many starfighters, though. That's really, really useful.
Weapons online.
I mean, it's taking quite a bit of damage, while our shields are taking quite a bit of damage. Then again, I have a sneaking suspicion they're regenerating very, very quickly. When it says shielding, like 100,000 or 108,000 shield points, and then 45%. What does that 45% mean? And HP.
Eliminating target.
34 divided by V. I don't know what these things mean. I'd love to know, but I don't. Man, this thing is just a one-man army or a one-ship army.
Attacking target. Fire at will.
Alright, well, now go through...
Coordinates received.
actually, we need to destroy that first before we gain access through this path. We may be able to... No? Okay. That's unfortunate. Empire doesn't rely heavily on bombers. It has their own jammer unit, which is also an interdictor. Plus, it's meant to protect it over other ships. I guess missile shield was meant to be a side effect. Yeah, but the missile shield is powerful, though. It's really, really powerful, especially against the Rebellion, which relies so heavily on ships that have torpedoes. Having a cheap missile shield is actually a major, major problem. Depending on the size of your... the Dominator's missile jammer can cover a reasonable distance. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Depending on the size of your fleet, you could pack an entire fleet into it. Yes, you could. Oh, yeah, FV. Sorry, I butchered that name. FV. Welcome, by the way. It can cover a lot of distance. The Dominator's missile shield is very, very strong.
Moving out.
A lot of range. Zwerg, I'll go now. Maybe I'll return. Have a nice stream. Alright, Zwerg. Thanks for hanging out, and see you later, man. So it's a pretty good anti-fighter cruiser. Yeah, I guess. But then at that point, you just have an anti-bomber ship, right? Missile shield, laser cannons. I don't like ships that do everything at once. You know, I greatly enjoy the fact that he reduced... Man, that is so smart. I'm gonna write it the fuck down. Mini map fighter icon size. That is so smart. I didn't even think of that. There we go. You know what, ever since I started really sitting down and playing other mods, because as a modder you don't really usually get a lot of time to play mods, you make them, you don't play a lot of them. But ever since I now have the time to sit down and really play some of these mods, I've really been astounded by all the great ideas that other people have. I mean, obviously you know that there are a ton of people with great ideas, but now that you really get to play them, it's really like, wow, that's just so subtle and so nice. For example, the smaller fighter icons here on the minimap. That's such a... that's just nice. It's good. Okay, I think we are going to simply auto-resolve this, because they can't kill me here, and we would be sitting here for 30 minutes trying to destroy these starfighters. Wow. That was just... That was good. That was really, really good. Let's build some 8082s here. Actually, hang on. We may be able to get that. Yeah, we may be able to get an 8080 in there before level 3 completes. I'm not sure if this fleet is actually capable of taking this, but we'll try. I think this thing can drive straight through the Empress 3 system. Right. 8080s.
Invasion commencing.
Corellian heavy gunship, Rebellion missile jammer. Oh yeah, that thing has a passive missile jammer. Oh wait, this is the map that lags so much, isn't it?
Destination set.
On my way. I'm going.
Boba Fett.
Moving out.
Oh, of course, these are the clones. Herp derp. I was like, wait, why do these sound like Boba Fett? But yeah, clones.
What?
Wait, these aren't clones.
Who's the target? What do you need?
Yes, Commander.
Alright, well, everybody in.
Need something? Need someone taken out? Moving out.
As you wish, General. Affirmative, sir.
I believe there is a abandoned heavy vehicle factory here.
Moving out.
Hey, Dutchman, you know, there's a time acceleration button so you don't have to sit 30 minutes to kill a space station. Yeah, but I don't like doing that, man. I play this game to have some fucking fun and not to fast forward through it. If I don't like playing a game, I'm not gonna play it. If I don't want to sit through battle and I don't want to see the gameplay, then I simply won't play the mod. I don't play mods that I don't like. I mean, I didn't know that I liked this one so much.
Heading out.
But if I figured that I didn't like this...
AT-AT ready.
Oh, really? And now it... Okay, got it. That's interesting. Anyway, if I figured that I didn't like this, then I simply wouldn't play it.
Where am I needed?
Reporting in. Let's move out.
I don't like fast forwarding through it unless it's absolutely necessary. Unlocks walker research and upgrades. Right, but what does it do here? Does it give us like free vehicles? I hope so. Yes. Oh wow, pod walkers too.
Roger that.
Roger that.
Just one? I mean, I'll take one.
Attack sensors are engaged.
Coming.
Form up. Awaiting your orders.
Oh, don't let them capture that thing. Don't let them capture that. I really need that. Like on my side, not on their side. If they get that, that's a problem for my walkers.
Turret constructing.
I copy. Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes,
We secured and abandoned.
Yes. Oh wow, first artillery. Okay, well let's see how powerful this is. I actually want to kind of let this thing fire. I mean, I don't think it's gonna get to fire, but... Oh look, blue turbo lasers too. Right.
affirmative, sir. Reporting.
Okay.
Yes, Commander. Ready.
Alright.
This way. AT-AT ready.
You know, that's kind of what I wanted to do in the remake mod, only not with like a pissy pew projectile. More like a... Well, I'm not gonna spoil that.
Ready to receive armor transport ready. Commencing.
Once we get our ISD or our 8083s, we'll actually get turbo lasers on these too.
Over there. Enemies in range. Prepare to target. Acknowledge.
Okay, so where are these bombers coming in?
Locking on.
Man, these are such weird units. And they're so slow too. The gameplay of this mod is really interesting. I don't agree with all of the decisions. For sure, I absolutely don't. But I do think it makes for very interesting gameplay. Wow. This dedicated anti-air vehicle was not able to destroy air vehicles in this slow of a bombing run. That is... I don't agree with that either. Speaking of...
Bombardment commencing.
Form up.
When your dedicated AA can't actually take out AA, that's a problem. Also, I'm kind of enjoying these clones, I must admit. Even if they don't exactly look like it.
Turret constructing.
They seem to be a lot more effective than these army troopers we had.
Copy. I copy.
Thankfully, most of the lag has seemed to clear it up. Or most of it has seemed to clear up. Is that still not dead?
That target.
Okay, well,
Yes, sir. Prepare to target.
overcharge and do it again. 8080 really are beasts here.
Destination set.
Systems
Let's keep moving.
Affirmative, sir. Attacking
Over
target.
here. Let's see. I'm not sure what the shield percentage is, but I know the number with the hull is supposed to be armor. Ah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Thank you. We can't really see it because of the stream overlay. Oh right, yeah. The donation goal was just in the way of the. Wait, army troopers? Where the hell did these come from? I didn't have army troopers. I only had clones.
What do you need? Reporting. Orders understood.
Ah, okay, interesting.
Building under construction.
Anti-air, I guess.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, let's move you guys
Proceeding
over
to
here.
target.
There we go. Timus asks, can you make a new video about the remake mod install? Actually, Emperor Nico already made a very good video about that. And I see he already linked it. So it's ahead of me. One step ahead. Clones have such good rifles. Use those guys. Oh yeah, I mean, they're apparently very effective here. And I like that a lot. IDs that were all stolen by Nomada. Man, Nomada is such a meme. God. Such a meme. I don't think we needed this bombing run, and I don't even think it's gonna get there before our 8080s obliterate everything. It's not gonna stop me from trying, though. Navy trooper. Wait, aren't these mine? Aren't those like supposed to be my troopers?
Targets engaged.
Construction.
There we go. Big Casper, the Dutchman, your golden voice trademark is surprisingly great as background cooking. Well, you are free to enjoy the stream in any way you so see fit. If you want to use this stream as a background... Oh, let's see, does this have any sort of... Battleship and Dreadnought production are lower due to their campy shipyards. Well, I don't think we have the money for that, but...
Constructing.
Alright.
Building started.
But yeah, you are free to enjoy the stream in any way you so choose. If you want to use this as background noise while you do something completely different. Maybe it is cooking, maybe it is gaming, maybe you are having a solid fab session. Well then, you go right ahead and do that, good sir. Is it now going to take all this time before we finally unlock the Secular? I think it is. It's gonna take a while before we get the Secular. Alright, now.
Moving.
Let's see.
Heading out.